Hello everyone, and thanks for tuning into the Financial Investor channel. My name is Brent, and today we're going to go over M1 Finance's brand new bonus when you transfer a brokerage over $20,000 prior to April 31st. We're also going to be going over the Monday buys in the portfolio. So at the very top, you can see here in the blue banner, if you sign up and transfer over $20,000 prior to April 31st, you will receive $100 for M1 Finance. So before we get into the whole topic there, if you are brand new to the channel, have not yet subscribed, hit that subscribe button below. I do appreciate it. I cover stock market, dividends, real estate, and entrepreneurship. If you do enjoy the video, find it helpful, hit that thumbs up. And if you have any comments, questions, going over anything in today's video, drop it in the comments section. I always read and reply to all your comments. And let's go ahead and go over this here. So basically, if you have another account outside of M1 Finance over at Vanguard, Fidelity, Merrill Edge, if you have $20,000 over, equity, go ahead, open up the exact same account. So make sure that you open an account with an M1 Finance that matches the exact account type being transferred in. From that point, you would email transfers at M1 Finance. In the email, you would include your most recent monthly statement saying that, okay, I have over $20,000 of equity between all these stocks, and I'm going to be transferring them to M1 Finance. And M1 Finance will then give you specific instructions, and they'll set a trigger in your account, in your portfolio. Basically, when you make that transfer, the M1 Finance transfer team will then handle the rest, giving you $100 at the very end once you have completed that transfer. This is one of the biggest sort of bonuses that M1 Finance has supplied out there for the public. So this is very nice here. If you have been considering M1 Finance, I talk about it in just about every one of my videos, why it is one of the best brokerage accounts out there, offering free stock and ETF trades. It allows you to buy partial shares. If you are only investing 10 bucks let's go back to a really low one here. I invested $10.04. And with that, I was able to buy partial shares of Centrelink at 0.8494 shares at $11.82. Even though I did not have $11.82, M1 Finance allowed me to buy partial shares or up to 1/10,000th of a share. So you get free stocks and ETF, you get partial shares. You also get retirement accounts, which Webull, Robinhood, some of those other brokerage accounts do not offer. So here you're getting three of the biggest sign-up bonuses right there on top. Retirement accounts, free stock trades, and you get partial shares. Now, of course, they have some downsides as far as only one trading day per day, but if you're a long-term investor and your dollar cost averaging either daily, weekly, monthly, being able to set your limit buys, your limit sells, and buy stocks at specific prices instead of just market price, it's not going to really be a big difference in the next 10, 15, 20, 30 years as your portfolio is invested on a constant basis in over the course of 30, 40, 50 years, because you're not going to just withdraw all of your equity at 60. You're going to let it in there compound month after month, being able to withdraw either dividends tax-free, sitting in a Roth IRA, or by other means. So that is one of the benefits there of M1 Finance. But I do have a whole video going over M1 Finance, why I believe it's one of the best brokers out there, as well as I have an affiliate link in the description below and in the comment section. I would appreciate it if you do sign up for it. I will receive a little bit of a bonus there, but I do believe it's one of the best brokers, and I do use it 100% of the time. So that is my sort of information there as far as that bonus that M1 Finance is offering and how you guys can take advantage of that. Now, going over the activity for Monday, which was yesterday, it's 12:30 in the morning, currently Tuesday morning. Markets are not obviously open, but we can see here that Monday we did do some buys. We had a deposit of $115.38 rolling in. We also had $3.16 of dividends that were paid out from Essex Property Trust. That made a total of $118.54, and I specifically wanted it to buy Walgreens. Why did I want it to buy Walgreens? Well, last week we did our monthly recap or our weekly recap, and Walgreens over the last week had actually tumbled an additional, where's Walgreens down here? Walgreens last week had tumbled down about 2-3% last week. Now today, obviously, we had a lot of movement here with Walgreens. Walgreens was actually one of my winners up for the day, up 1.17% for the day, kind of keeping me in the green, whereas the rest of the market here stayed a little bit basically flatter in the red here. S&P down 0.07, Dow Jones down 0.10, and the Nasdaq positive 0.02. So overall, Walgreens and Kellogg's helped the portfolio kind of stay afloat. I'm going to continue to pump more equity into Walgreens here while it is still at a good valuation that I believe. Quick disclaimer, I'm not a stock market professional, CPA, tax accountant, or financial advisor. I'm just another investor out there, but, just kind of averaging in. And that is sort of the activity for the specific portfolio. Now, I didn't get paid out any other dividends besides that, just that one Essex Property Trust. I did have a few others here that I kind of posted about. Now, all of my buys here, every time I make a purchase within this portfolio, I just noticed that I actually broke above 14,000. So that's a big win there. The Roth IRA, I started it back in my, this is my wife's Roth IRA. I started it back on January 8th, 2018. That's a little over a year ago. And it's already sitting over $14,000 of equity. And if we look at the funding for this specific portfolio, we'll see here that between our 2018 contribution, so $5,000 was towards 2017, $5,000 towards 2018, and so far in 2019 we've contributed 1,846. So right there, that is 12,846, and we're at 14,000. So we can see the difference here in capital gains and dividends. It's sitting at a little over 1,200 bucks there, and appreciation with a return around 15.79 for this specific portfolio. So overall, pretty good movement there. Now, every time I make buys, I post it over on my Facebook page. So if you guys aren't following me over on Facebook, it's just Financial Investor 101. I post my Monday buys. I didn't have a specific video out on Monday. I did cover the Essex Property Trust, paid out $3.16. I had a total buy into the market of $118.54. That increased my total dividend income from just buying $118.54 by $3.88. And then my total Roth IRA dividend income jumped up to now $367.68. So here, I basically just put in the shares here that I purchased. I purchased 2.20293 shares at $53.81. For the time capture that I posted the screenshot, I had appreciated around 95 cents. Not a big, it's not nothing here. They pay out $1.76 every year. So dependent, times the current dividend multiplied by the shares, that increased the annual income there by $3.88. Now over on the actual bracket here, I keep all this information here up to date. I wasn't zoomed in the last time I had covered the stocks here, so here's all the stocks here now listed. And if I go from some of the worst performing stocks to some of the best performing stocks, we can see AbbVie is now sitting at the below 10%, whereas everything else here is now at a less than 10%, which I believe that's a good win. I will probably continue to buy a little bit more AbbVie, AT&T. We'll see how the equity, these are already kind of getting high in the equity, so I may focus in the future here on adding just a little bit more into AbbVie, going into Cardinal Health, picking up some more Medtronic, and then CenturyLink. I'm not sure how I'll play that one out. It wasn't like a long term. I'll probably just let it sit there as it is. It was down initially when I bought it. I think it's still down in that $12 range. I may pick up a little bit more shares. It's just not a priority right now. It's not a long-term hold, as this stock hasn't had a lot of dividend growth. It's not a DGI stock, whereas all my other stocks are mainly held for the long term. But here you can see the total dividend income for the 2019 and beyond, currently at $467.68. Whereas if we look at our original buy, when we started this portfolio with these specific stocks, we were only making $177.89 of dividend income going into the following year. Now, 1 year and just a few months later, we are now sitting at nearly, 4 times that. So $467. And as this portfolio continues to grow, we can see here that as of January is at 405, now at 467. So about every quarter it increases by about $70. So in the next 3 quarters we should go about another $70 per quarter. So that's an increase of $2,100 on top of that. Let's see, that's probably not right. 7 and 3 is 21. No, that's correct. See, I know my math. 7 times 70 times 3 more quarters, $210 plus our $467.68. So by the very end of 2019, I should be sitting for 2020. Going into 2020, I should have a dividend income of $677 and around 68 cents, which is something I had predicted back on my sort of cheat sheet here. I've been kind of going over what my 2020 dividend income will initially start at, and then what my 2021 will start at, what my 2022 will start at, and it doesn't count dividend or equity appreciation. So as the markets continue to either climb, or if they do fall and my dividends are able to buy more at a cheaper discount, and then those continue to pay more dividends in the future, these dividends, that I've kind of predicted over the long term, they may be off slightly here. So in a couple of years I'll be hitting the thousands, and then 2,000s, 3,000, up to like $13,000 of dividend income per year off this Roth IRA. So that is just a little bit of information there that I wanted to cover in today's video. Just going over, of course, the transfer. If you transfer over $20,000 over to M1 Finance, you're going to get $100 by signing up an account and just letting them know, sending them a statement. And then the Monday activity, buying some more Walgreens, averaging down, allow me to drop out from negative 12% in that specific fund. Now Walgreens is only down 1.33% for my initial buy point. So that is basically all I wanted to cover in today's video. Again, if you are brand new to the channel, have not yet subscribed, hit that subscribe button below. If you did enjoy this video, are going to check out M1 Finance, definitely do it. Hit that thumbs up and use that link in the comment section below. And of course, if you have any comments, questions, go over anything in today's video, any sort of questions overall about the stock market, dividends, real estate, drop it in the comment section. I always read and reply to all your guys' comments, and I will see you next video. See you later. Bye.